code section that addresses sizing service conductors based on calculated load is 230.42. A2. This section provides an exception to the general rule that service conductors must have an ampacity equal to or greater than the overcurrent protection device protecting them, specifically 230.42. A2 allows the service conductors to be sized according to the calculated load, provided certain conditions are met. This is particularly relevant when the calculated load is less than the rating of the service disconnecting means, such as a main breaker. To understand this better, let's break down the key aspects. Firstly, the calculated load must be determined according to Article 220 of the National Electrical Code, NEC. Article 220 provides the rules for calculating branch circuit, feeder, and service loads. This involves calculating the general lighting load, receptacle loads, appliance loads, motor loads, and any other loads that will be connected to the electrical system. It is crucial to follow the procedures outlined in Article 220 carefully to ensure an accurate calculation of the total load. Secondly, the calculated load must be less than the ampacity of the service disconnecting means. For example, if you have a 200 amp main breaker, the calculated load must be less than 200 amps to utilize this exception. If the calculated load exceeds 200 amps, then the service conductors must be sized to handle at least 200 amps. Thirdly, after determining the calculated load, you must select conductors with an ampacity equal to or greater than the calculated load. The ampacity of conductors is determined by their size, insulation type, and installation conditions, as specified in NEC Table 310.16 and other applicable tables and sections. For instance, if your calculated load is 150 amps, you would need to select conductors with an ampacity of at least 150 amps. This might involve using conductors smaller than those typically used for a 200 amp service, but it is permitted as long as the calculated load is accurately determined and the conductor ampacity meets or exceeds that load. Fourthly, it is important to consider any applicable demand factors or diversity factors when calculating the load. Demand factors allow you to reduce the calculated load based on the understanding that not all loads will be operating at the same time. For example, the NEC allows for demand factors to be applied to general lighting loads and dwelling units. Diversity factors are similar to demand factors and are often used in commercial or industrial settings where multiple loads are present. Fifthly, you must ensure that the service conductors are protected against overcurrent. The overcurrent protection device, such as the main breaker, should be sized appropriately to protect the conductors. While the conductors can be sized based on the calculated load, the overcurrent protection device must still protect the conductors from overcurrent conditions. This means that the overcurrent protection device should not exceed the ampacity of the conductors. Sixthly, it's crucial to document the load calculations and conductor sizing in your electrical plans or records. This documentation is essential for inspections and future reference. It demonstrates that the conductor sizing was performed in accordance with the NEC and that the electrical system is safe and compliant. Seventhly, remember that this exception applies only to service conductors. Feeder conductors and branch circuit conductors must still be sized according to the general rules in the NEC, which require them to have an ampacity equal to or greater than the overcurrent protection device protecting them. The exception in 230.42. A2 is specifically for service conductors where the calculated load is less than the service disconnecting means rating. Eighthly, consider the voltage drop in the service conductors. Voltage drop occurs when electrical current flows through a conductor, causing a decrease in voltage at the load end. Excessive voltage drop can cause equipment to malfunction or operate inefficiently. The NEC recommends limiting voltage drop to 3% for feeders and 5% for the total voltage drop from the service entrance to the farthest outlet. When sizing service conductors based on calculated load, ensure that the conductors are large enough to minimize voltage drop and maintain proper voltage levels at the loads. Ninthly, be aware of any local amendments or requirements that may affect the application of this code section. Local jurisdictions may have adopted amendments to the NEC that modify or restrict the use of this exception. It is essential to check with the local electrical inspector or authority having jurisdiction (OJ) to determine if any such amendments exist. Tenthly, consider future load growth when sizing service conductors. While you may be able to size the conductors based on the current calculated load, it is prudent to consider the potential for future load additions. If you anticipate that the load will increase significantly in the future, it may be wise to install larger conductors to accommodate the future load. This can avoid the need to replace the service conductors later on. Therefore, the process generally involves several steps. Step 1. Accurately calculate the total connected load according to Article 220, including all lighting, receptacles, appliances, and motor loads. Step 2. Apply any applicable demand factors or diversity factors as permitted by the NEC to determine the calculated load. Step 3. Verify that the calculated load is less than the rating of the main breaker or service disconnecting means. Step 4. Select service conductors with an ampacity equal to or greater than the calculated load, considering the conductor's installation type, installation conditions, and any applicable rating factors. Step 5. Ensure that the service conductors are protected by an overcurrent protection device that is sized appropriately to protect the conductors. Step 6. Document the load calculations and conductor sizing for inspection and future reference. This exception is commonly used in residential applications where the calculated load of a dwelling unit is significantly less than the rating of the service disconnecting means. For example, a small apartment may have a calculated load of only 60 amps, while the service disconnecting means is rated at 100 amps. In this case, the service conductors can be sized based on a 60 amp calculated load, rather than the 100 amp service disconnecting means rating. However, it is important to note that this exception is not always applicable. In some cases, the calculated load may be close to the rating of the service disconnecting means, or there may be other factors that make it more prudent to size the service conductors based on the service disconnecting means rating. For example, if the dwelling unit is likely to have significant load additions in the future, it may be better to size the service conductors for the full service disconnecting means rating. Also, this allowance helps save on material costs by allowing you to use smaller conductors. Keep in mind that you will need to calculate all of the loads accurately to ensure that your calculated load is correct. Undersized conductors can cause overheating and create a fire hazard. It is also important to select the correct type of conductor for the application. For example, copper conductors are generally used for service conductors, but aluminum conductors may also be permitted in some cases. The conductor type must be suitable for the voltage, current, and temperature rating of the installation. If you're dealing with high voltage or high current applications, you may need to use special conductors with higher temperature ratings or other specialized characteristics. Finally, always consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer to ensure that your service conductor sizing is compliant with the NEC and any applicable local codes. These experts can provide guidance on the proper application of this exception and help you ensure that your electrical system is safe and reliable. They can also help you navigate any complex load calculations or conductor sizing scenarios. In summary, 230.42. A2 allows you to size service conductors based on the calculated load, provided that the calculated load is less than the service disconnecting means rating and that the conductors are protected by an appropriately sized overcurrent protection device. It's important to follow the NEC guidelines carefully and consult with qualified professionals to ensure safe and compliant electrical installation. Always prioritize safety and compliance when working with electrical systems, and never hesitate to seek expert advice when needed.